I'm going to be reviewing this beautiful DeLonghi Eletta Cappuccino machine. It is a pricey machine, but it does a lot. So you have the option to put coffee beans, which is what we do, or then you can do a single serving of ground coffee in here, but we don't do that. A lot of reviews I've read say that the beans often get stuck and they have to kind of use a brush or help guide it down. That has never happened to me, so I'm not sure. I have my grind adjustment kind of to halfway, so perhaps I don't know, but anyways, it has never got stuck for me. So you can make your different coffees. I will say though, when you first turn it on, then it has to kind of rinse itself. So yeah, just something to note. There is a drip tray, but it is a lot easier just to take this and then dump it in the sink and then have it here. So we almost always have an espresso cup just down here waiting. So let's first make a just regular espresso. It is quite noisy, so obviously you don't want to have it right next to a bedroom if you have a bedroom on the main floor, because it probably will wake people up if one person gets up earlier than the other, but no, that's all right. It has to grind the beans as you make it. It does take a little bit compared to other single pod machines, but this is not single pod. This is ground fresh, so it would take a lot longer if you had a different container to grind the beans and then had to brew it, so totally happy with this. So I just made a single espresso. You can also do a double one or have a long, and then quite a variety of other options as well. I love that this machine can froth up almond milk extremely well. Never have I ever been able to froth up almond milk, but this machine can do it. So you put it in, and then there are 3 settings of how much foam you'd like. So I put it on the biggest one, or the most, and then just adjust everything. And today I'm making a cafe latte. So that is mostly milk with froth and just a little bit of espresso. But there are quite a few options. You can do just normal espresso, a double espresso, as well as a cafe latte, a latte macchiato, or a flat white. Or then you can also just do the milk option, or then, as you'll see at the end, just also doing plain water. So here it's adding a little bit of the espresso. Ooh. And look, half of that is all froth just from my almond milk. So then there's also a clean button, so then the machine is clean from the milk, just within the inside, and then obviously you'd have to wash the other compartment later. And then you can also use it for just making or having hot water. I will say though, the spout where the water comes out is very low, so honestly I was not able to use a Starbucks Grande cup. It had to be tall or shorter. This is a Starbucks 12-ounce cup, and sure enough, it does not fit underneath. You could do some jimmying of, you can't take the tray off and still have it work, but you could probably take this grate off. But honestly, what I do is I'll just fill up another cup and then just pour it into it if I'm gonna have a tea. But that is something I do not like, that you really cannot fit tall mugs under here. And that's just precariously positioned, so having hot water, I would not do that. And anything taller, no way. Like this mug, nope. Cleaning the grounds out is super easy. They actually are little pucks. So they are simple to throw in the garbage, down the garburator, or even add to your garden. And it's pretty much no mess. The water container is here. I will say I wish the compartment was larger. We have quite a few coffees and teas a day, and every day I have to refill this, which is a bit of a pain. I wish it was double the size. There's about 2 liters that can fit in here only. Also, as you see, it is constantly telling me I need to descale the machine. So I descale it about it makes me descale it about every 2 weeks. Honestly, you don't have to. It still works. Because it's such an expensive machine, you want to take care of it. Although I do feel that maybe once a month would be enough. But yeah, so it just means it's an extra step. If you may do something, you just have to push the button twice because first it wants you to descale. But that takes about like an hour process, and refilling the container about 4 times. So you have to be around to keep an eye on it and refill it. So I haven't done that. When turning it off, it also will clean itself a little bit. So if we're turning off, not too much, but just a little bit. Enjoy this. So just a little bit. So just for simplicity's sake, we just keep a cup there. However, you can easily take this little red thing will rise when you know it is completely full. It's not hard. You can see, ooh, definitely needs a cleaning. Sometimes things spill over. But overall, it is a fantastic machine. Originally, we were just gonna try it, and then we had still our single serve coffee machine as well as our single serve espresso machine. And no, those have gone into storage. This bad boy is now our go-to coffee machine.